Well, you decided to come back. Glutton for punishment. Welcome to Campbell's Coins. I put out one controversial video on Monday and I thought, why not make another? I'm on a roll with the rants this week. It must be that time of the month for me. I can't tell you how happy it makes me to know how many people agreed with my last video. I sensed a tiny bit of butthurt from some people, but I think all in all, the community grew from it, and that's what is important. I figured another hot topic needed to be discussed, and that topic is cheapness. Specifically, you cheap coming up. All right, so on the topic of cheapness, we have to talk about a bunch of different things. One, getting scammed. I purchase off Instagram, and I cannot tell you how many times I see people posting that I got scammed from so-and-so. So-and-so scammed me out of this. And then when you look into it, you put your head in your hands and you're shaking in silence. You're going, why would you fall for this? It's a brand new account with maybe 50 followers. They're following a whole bunch of other people. They put what you want to know within the description, that, whatever makes you feel good. And then they're putting out gold and silver for spot, or well under spot. And I cannot tell you how many people fall for this shit. Are you really that desperate to get gold and silver for under spot? A price that is created by the banks. What don't you understand? It doesn't represent the value of the metal. So if you're buying it at $5 versus $50, you're still getting a good deal. I really do not understand this desperate need to say to somebody, hey guys, I got this silver here, I got it for $24. You guys pay $26. Who the f cares? What goes through people's minds? And I'm talking to some old stackers, and I'm talking to new stackers primarily. But honest to God, are you really saving that much money when you're risking so much? When you send something to somebody, a payment, let's say you're buying that gold buffalo there. So on most websites, this is selling for $19.50, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a tiny bit less, depends upon who it is. APMEX is always going to be higher, of course. But primarily, that's what it is. I don't know what spot price is right now. I think it's at $17.25, something like that. And most good deals are like at $19.20. All right, you can go to your LCS and get it for like $19.25, something like that. But you're going to see a sub 100 follower account put this up for $1,800. And you're just like salivating at the mouth. How can I get this coin for $1,800 or even less? Maybe they put it at spot price. You're gonna fall for that? And then on top of that, you're gonna send this $17.25 or $17.50 to somebody you've never met through PayPal, friends and family, so you have no recourse. So not only do you just implicitly trust somebody because you think you're pulling the wool over somebody's eyes, but you're not even going to try to protect yourself through PayPal, pay 3% more to do goods and services. Are you kidding me? What is going through your mind? Why is it that extra protection, you don't want anything to do with it? You really are going to try to like clamor onto those little few dollars that it costs to go do that just so that you can say you got something at this price? Really? This comes to, I can't get over how many people fall for this stuff, and the red flags are there. It's very clear that you're getting scammed, but for some reason, people just cannot see past that. They see that cheap price, they want it. Another thing that comes to mind is shipping. You really want me to send this gold buffalo in this? You want me to send it in a $4 bubble mailer? You're that cheap? You can't spend $8 to have it sent in a small flat rate box? Are you kidding me? This is so much more secure. But you, in order to save $4, you want it sent in a bubble mailer? What's going on there? I mean, come on. It's okay to pay extra money for peace of mind. So aside from getting scammed, it's really easy to see the red flags there. There's no followers, red flags about the shipping. You're paying well below market value on an item that there's extremely high demand right now for gold and silver. Prices are very, very high. There's high premiums on everything, but this one person doesn't want to make that money. Really? Does that sound okay to you? Look for those things. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And the last thing that I want to talk about in terms of cheapness is people asking if they have any silver for spot. This really irritates me. How cheap do you want it? Like, honest to God. I'm talking really quietly right now so I don't yell. How cheap do you want it? Are you kidding me? Silver is $25 an ounce. $25 an ounce. Do you have any sort of concept in your mind of what silver does in this world? Do you have any sort of concept how little is left? I've done videos on this. They expect that they will run out, the world will run out of silver by 2030. In 9 years. But you want to buy it for spot price, and it's already cheap at $25. Are you kidding me? If you're in a period like now, where there's high premiums everywhere, don't go to somebody and ask, do you have any silver for spot? Why would they sell silver for spot when they can sell it for so much more? Somebody else is willing to pay a lot more for it. Obviously, coins that are damaged or things that are unwanted, like sterling silver, for whatever reason that's unwanted, you can get those at a cheaper premium compared to Canadian maple leaf or an American silver eagle. But they're still going to be slightly above spot price in today's market. There's just a lot of demand out there. If there's a lot of demand, no one's going to want to lower their prices to spot price. And to piggyback on this a little bit more, spot price is the price of silver for someone who's buying 5,000 ounces at a time. Are you buying 5,000 ounces or are you buying 4 of these coins? I guarantee you're not buying 5,000 ounces. Another level of cheapness comes from the seller who is packaging up somebody else's items. When I sell something, if I were to sell this silver here, we've got like 6 or 7 $half and then an ounce there. I will charge $4 shipping and I will send it in a bubble mailer like this, except I just won't ship them loose. I'm going to package them up separately. So I will put them in a bubble mailer like this and wrap them up tight so that they don't move. I also will fill in any space with some sort of filler, whether it's styrofoam or another ripped up bubble mailer, and I'll tape the crap out of that. And then I will take the taped one and I will stick it in another bubble mailer so that if the outer bubble mailer somehow gets ripped by the good folks at the postal service, the contents won't spill out onto the ground. They'll still be neatly wrapped up in another bubble mailer. Same thing goes for these flat rate boxes. You can put all the items in a bubble mailer like this, wrap it up, tape it up, stick it in the box, fill the box with, so there's nothing rattling around, fill the void, tape that up, and then put this in a flat rate bubble mailer. There you have 3 levels of protection for the same price. Why wouldn't you choose to do that? Just don't be cheap with other people's precious metals, because if it gets lost or damaged, people are going to be trying to come to you and say, hey, you didn't package this up correctly. What's going on here? I guess the moral of the story is, if you're dealing in precious metals, don't be cheap. Everything is at a really discounted price compared to their true fundamental value. I really don't see why anyone has to be buying anything for spot. The market is determining what that price is going to be. So if people are selling for well over spot, I guess that's the new spot price, because it's obviously not selling for $17.20. It's selling for much higher. There's a reason for that. So I think we all need to re-examine spot price. That might be another video where I rant about that. But all in all, just don't be cheap when it comes to your precious metals. Don't be stingy. You know, you're getting something that you really want to protect. So why risk it with red flag people? Why risk it with really bad shipping? And why try to cheap somebody else out of it? Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that, I think this will be the end of my rants for a while, just because nobody needs to hear more of that crap. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.